why the deer population in Lynchburg has created significant citizen complaints. I've been in this position for a little over 7 years, and that's been a constant thing through emails, phone calls. I can tell you that's been a complaint, not just in the Lynchburg area, but all over the city, is deer complaints, whether it be from deer lingering in people's yards, deer eating in people's bushes and flowers, deer defecating in people's yards where they can't walk around, creating significant just quality of life issues. The other thing is that I intimately know is that they bring off a lot of tick-borne diseases. Fall last year, I actually got alpha gal and Rocky Mountain spotted fever. I can tell you it's really affected my quality of life over the last 9 months. I've gotten calls from people over the last 6 months, just telling me how they've gotten alpha gal and different things like that. It's really affected people's quality of life. That comes straight from the deer population that we have. I will say that Lynchburg is not the only one with a deer population problem. That is a regional thing, and if not statewide thing. Lynchburg is not the only one that's susceptible to it. So to go forward, we created some options, and this is just to be straight up front honest with you. This is not going to eliminate the deer population overnight. It's going to be a long-term plan to try to help mitigate some of the population issues that we have, and try to also encourage more hunters to come into the city to help us with this issue. So some of the options are strengthening the ban on deer feeding to include a year-round ban. This would not be a criminal fine or a criminal penalty. This would be a warning and then a civil fine. I came to city council approximately 2 years ago, I believe it was October of 2022, trying to get a year-round feeding ban, and we weren't able to get it done that year. However, one of the big benefits of that is when we're feeding deer, or anybody in our neighborhoods are feeding deer, it habituates the deer to be around our houses, to be around people, and not be fearful of them. I live just outside of the city limits. I know all of my neighbors. None of us feed deer. When I see the deer in the wood line, and they see me come out on the deck, and the wood creaks on my deck, they see me and they run. And the city is not like that at all, because we have a ton of people feeding deer. I go to these complaints every month, and I have to tell people, this is what it's doing to your community. This is what the problems that you're help. They're doing it out of goodwill because they want to see the deer and they feel like the deer need help being fed. But there's a lot of downsides to it as well. So I really think a year-round ban for a civil fine would be really helpful. I actually went to property off of Fort Avenue in the Sandusky area about a month and a half ago. There was a female that was feeding all sorts of wildlife. I literally went back there and it was like a scene from Dr. Dolittle. There was literally species of animals everywhere because there were so many different tree stands with food all over the ground. It was the perfect place for everything wildlife in Lynchburg to be present for. The problem that she wasn't happy about was the coyotes were coming and they were feeding off all the food that she was putting out. Not only that, but all the animals that are coming to feed off that food source. So the coyotes are coming because not only do they get the food that she's putting out, but the coyotes are getting all of the animals that they get to hunt in one little central area.
Yes, sir.
And then the people call because they see a coyote activity that is more present because they're drawn to that specific area. So we get complaints that way as well.